June 28, 2025, began like any other in Ahmedabad, a bustling metropolis waking to the rhythm of daily life. The sun rose, casting a golden hue over the Sabarmati River as people prepared for their day, unaware of the impending catastrophe. But everything changed in an instant. The clear skies began to darken, and an unsettling stillness fell over the city, foreshadowing the tragedy that was about to unfold. Air India Flight 812, a symbol of connection and travel, was unknowingly approaching its final destination. This Boeing 777-300ER, a marvel of modern engineering, had departed from Dubai earlier that morning, carrying hundreds of souls with dreams and expectations. But as it approached Ahmedabad's runway, something went terribly wrong, and the aircraft crashed just short of its intended landing. The impact was devastating. The crash instantly extinguished the lives of all 345 on board, leaving behind a void of grief and unanswered questions. The crash site became a symbol of national grief, a somber reminder of the fragility of life and the unpredictable nature of fate. Images of the devastation were broadcast worldwide, capturing the attention and sorrow of people across the globe. The world watched in disbelief as the scale of the tragedy unfolded. Passengers included families, eager to reunite with loved ones, their journeys cut short in the most tragic way imaginable. Tourists seeking adventure and new experiences, and business travelers on important missions, all became victims of this unforeseen disaster. Each with their own story, their own hopes and dreams, now lost forever in the wreckage. Their lives, full of potential, were abruptly ended. Emergency crews worked tirelessly through the wreckage, battling against the odds to recover remains and search for any sign of survivors, though hope dwindled with each passing hour. Meanwhile, families gathered at the airport, their hearts heavy with dread, desperate for any news about their loved ones. The waiting area became a scene of anguish and despair. The tragedy is a stark reminder of the critical importance of aviation's unwavering responsibility to protect every life entrusted to its care. Safety protocols and rigorous maintenance are paramount. The Boeing 777's strong safety record, known for its reliability and advanced technology, makes this disaster even more shocking and perplexing, leaving investigators searching for answers. How could such a reliable aircraft, with its sophisticated systems and experienced crew, meet this devastating fate? The question hangs heavy in the air. The pressure is now on India's aviation authorities to conduct a thorough and transparent investigation to find answers and prevent future tragedies. The world is watching, eager to learn the cause of this catastrophe and to understand what measures will be taken to ensure the safety of air travel, seeking not just sympathy for the victims and their families, but a deeper understanding of the factors that led to this tragedy, hoping to learn from this devastating event and to implement changes that will prevent another tragedy from occurring. For now, the loss is raw and the pain is palpable, a wound that will take time to heal. And the search for answers, for closure, and for a path forward has only just begun. In the aftermath of a crash, the scene is often one of devastation and chaos. Wreckage is scattered, and the immediate priority is rescue and recovery. But once the immediate needs are addressed, a meticulous investigation begins. It's a race against time and the elements to gather as much information as possible. India's Aircraft Accident Investigation Bureau leads the effort, taking charge of the complex process, securing the site and preserving evidence. This initial step is crucial to prevent contamination and ensure the integrity of the investigation. The area is cordoned off and access is strictly controlled. Experts in structures meticulously examine the airframe, looking for signs of stress, fatigue, or failure. Engines, analyzing the components to determine if any malfunction contributed to the accident. Avionics and meteorology join the team, each bringing their specialized knowledge to the table. Weather conditions at the time of the crash are carefully analyzed. Join forces, working collaboratively to piece together the puzzle, mapping and tagging every piece of wreckage. This painstaking process creates a detailed record of the crash scene, allowing investigators to reconstruct the sequence of events. The debris tells the story, each fragment offering clues about the forces at play during the crash, impact angle, speed, and possible in-flight breakup. Trajectory analysis helps determine the aircraft's flight path and attitude before impact. Investigators scrutinize maintenance records, searching for any discrepancies or overlooked issues that might have contributed to the accident. Crew qualifications, verifying that the pilots were properly certified and trained for the flight, and air traffic communications. Every radio transmission is analyzed for potential misunderstandings or errors. Every detail is a potential clue, no matter how small or insignificant it may seem. From technical logs, which document the aircraft's history and maintenance, to the final words of the pilots, captured on the cockpit voice recorder. International standards ensure impartiality, guiding the investigation process and promoting transparency, with representatives from Boeing and engine manufacturers involved, providing technical expertise and support. This is a global effort, not just an Indian one, reflecting the interconnected nature of the aviation industry. To uphold aviation safety, ensuring that lessons learned are shared and implemented worldwide. The process is slow, deliberate, and essential, requiring patience, attention to detail, and a commitment to accuracy. For uncovering the truth, the goal is to determine the probable cause of the accident and identify any contributing factors. The investigation's goal: to learn, not to blame. The focus is on preventing future accidents, not assigning fault. Only by understanding every factor, from mechanical failures to human error, can future tragedies be prevented. The ultimate aim is to make air travel safer for everyone. At the heart of the investigation are the black boxes, the flight data recorder, and cockpit voice recorder. Painted bright orange, these devices capture the technical and human story of the flight's final moments. The flight data recorder logs hundreds of parameters: speed, altitude, engine status, and more. The cockpit voice recorder captures every sound and conversation in the cockpit. Together, they reveal what happened and why, often providing the breakthrough investigators need. Built to survive extreme conditions, finding them is always a top priority. In Ahmedabad, both recorders were recovered within 48 hours, a crucial step forward. Specialists will extract and synchronize the data, building a detailed timeline of the crash. This combination of voice and data is often the key to solving the mystery. The answers they hold could change everything. The investigation took a dramatic turn when India's aviation minister suggested possible sabotage. Preliminary evidence hinted the crash may not have been accidental, shifting the focus to criminal intent. Details remain scarce, but the word sabotage has fueled intense speculation. Investigators now face a dual challenge, searching for mechanical faults and potential perpetrators. Passenger and cargo lists, as well as ground staff, are under renewed scrutiny. The announcement has put immense pressure on investigators to confirm or refute this theory quickly. Such early public speculation is rare and controversial, raising the stakes for the inquiry. For grieving families, the possibility of a deliberate act adds another layer of anguish. The investigation's scope has expanded, and so has the world's attention. In a bold move, India announced it would analyze the black boxes domestically, not abroad. The government cites national capability and security, especially with sabotage suspected. Traditionally, damaged recorders are sent to experienced labs in the US or Europe for analysis. India's decision marks a shift, aiming to showcase its own technical expertise. However, this raises concerns about transparency and experience, given the complexity of such cases. The global aviation community is watching to see if India's lab can meet international standards. The credibility of the entire investigation now rests on the Indian technical team. For India, it's a test of both skill and trust. The world expects nothing less than a thorough, impartial analysis. India's decision to keep the black box analysis in-house has sparked global concern. International experts worry about transparency and the risk of bias, even if unintentional. Agencies like the NTSB and BEA have unique expertise in recovering data from damaged recorders. Critics fear India's lab may lack the experience to handle complex cases, risking data loss or delays. The early mention of sabotage and the closed investigation process have created a perception problem. Families of international victims want independent oversight and clear communication. India must now balance national pride with the need for global trust. The world is watching, demanding both answers and accountability. The next phase is underway. Black box analysis at India's AAIB lab in New Delhi. Technicians will work to extract and decode the data, searching for clues in the flight's final moments. Meanwhile, the wreckage is being reconstructed to reveal the sequence of events. A preliminary report is expected within 30 days, but the full investigation will take much longer. Investigators must correlate technical data, wreckage analysis, and witness accounts. The final report, possibly years away, will detail the cause and recommend safety improvements. For families, the wait is agonizing, but answers are essential. The investigation's outcome will shape the future of aviation safety. Behind the complex investigation, beyond the technical data and meticulous analysis, lies a profound human tragedy. The weight of this reality underscores every decision, every examination, and every conclusion drawn. For 345 families, scattered across nations and cultures, the search for answers is deeply personal, a quest not just for information, but for closure, for understanding, and ultimately, for justice. It's a journey marked by grief, resilience, and an unwavering determination to honor the memory of their loved ones. Grieving relatives wait in Ahmedabad, their faces etched with worry and exhaustion, and around the world, in homes and communities shattered by this sudden loss. The impact of this tragedy transcends geographical boundaries, uniting people in shared sorrow. They are desperate to understand what happened, to piece together the final moments, to find some semblance of meaning in the face of unimaginable pain. They demand transparency and compassion from authorities, a commitment to uncovering the truth, and a willingness to share information openly and honestly. They seek more than just headlines. They deserve a thorough and comprehensive account of the events that led to this tragedy. Each victim had a story, a life filled with dreams, aspirations, and connections. A young couple returning home, eager to begin their married life. A grandfather traveling to meet his grandchild for the very first time, and a dedicated crew committed to ensuring the safety and comfort of their passengers. The investigation is not just about finding the cause. It's about honoring their memory, preserving their legacies, and ensuring their loss leads to meaningful change within the aviation industry, preventing similar tragedies in the future. The search for a cause is about restoring faith in aviation, rebuilding trust in the systems designed to protect passengers, and providing peace, however elusive, to those left behind to grapple with their grief. Investigators carry this immense responsibility, understanding the profound impact their work will have, knowing their work is more than technical, it's deeply human, driven by a commitment to truth and a profound respect for the lives lost. The final report will be the last chapter for the families, a document they will turn to for answers and solace in the years to come, and a call to action for the world, urging continued vigilance and a relentless pursuit of safety in the skies. Their loss must not be in vain. It must serve as a constant reminder of the importance of safety, diligence, and unwavering commitment to protecting human life. The crash of Flight 812 is a defining moment for Indian aviation. The investigation's transparency and rigor will shape global perceptions of India's safety standards. For Air India and Boeing, the stakes are high. Any findings could have far-reaching consequences. Every major crash leads to new safety measures. This tragedy will be no different. The world will study the findings, adopting recommendations to make flying safer. The legacy of those lost must be a renewed commitment to safety and vigilance. India now has the chance to lead by example, ensuring such a disaster never happens again. The world is watching, and the responsibility is immense.